Any recollection of at all, and it happens all the fucking time, bro. Uh, my boy, like, look, there's also a section of my life where I end up in Hawaii. Believe it or not,
Okay,
that's
okay.
where I got this
How do you
belly
go to
from.
Hawaii? Is that
I
after
got this.
LA or
That was after LA, before Louisiana, and post Northern Cali.
okay? So what happens? You're in LA. You're cruising around with a bunch of rappers and stuff, doing rapper college. Are you still
That's
living
where I
with?
meet my current wife.
So you meet your current wife in
Well,
rapper
I met,
college?
I met, look, I bet I have two baby, I have two women that have my children.
Mm.
My oldest daughter is from that previous relationship. And I met her in LA, and I met my current five daughters that live with me, mother in LA as well. Um, so that was a double cycle. And in between, so I met my first. This is like so. Okay, I guess we're transitioning. It was the L block both times with both wives. It it was crazy,
So
man. Hold
apparently
on.
the L block helps you get some action. That's what I've learned about the L block. Is
well,
Device
the
was
L block got
balling
me this
back in the old
scar.
man type of way of the term balling.
Look, man. Let's put it like this, right? So my first go around in LA was all wildness, mixtapes, and just fuckery. And I ended up batting above my weight class and ended up with a fucking calendar model, bro. But she happened to be from Hawaii, right? And so when we got pregnant, right, we decided that we're not having a kid in LA. Like I would never have a kid in LA. That's out of the question. Because I know what LA is. It's the fucking black hole of soul suck. It is something that will chew you up and fucking spit you out. And if you're not ready for that type of action, it will fucking ruin you. So we're not gonna do it, right? So it was either, hey, go back to my people in Texas or go to her people in Hawaii. And if you got a choice between Texas and Hawaii, come on, man. You know Hawaii's winning that shit hands down. I'm going to Hawaii. Tropical fucking paradise. Come on. I never even planned to do that shit. I've never planned to live anywhere I've lived. I just end up there. Leaf on the wind status. But so um we're pregnant. This is like 2001, right? This is right before the world trade happens. Check this out, right? I had a ticket booked for 9/11 to fly from LAX to Hawaii.
That's wild.
So what's happening, right, is I ended up getting fucking locked up, and she was mad about the shit, and she burnt off and she went to Hawaii. And she was with her mom, and I was supposed to get out of jail, get my shit together, and get out of there and get there before um, the baby's born. My baby was due on 9/11, right? So my whole mentality was hit the street running because I got locked up, man, because I got caught in the Bank of America with some bad paper that I got from the Nigerians. And they ended up throwing me into twins for like 4 months for that shit. So like I and that kicked off a whole bunch of shit, but I was trying to hustle bad paper back in the day, man. And so I got hit with some fraud charges. And I was like, okay, fuck, man. So I shut down these little fraud charges and just, muscled through that shit. And she had to go. She went to her mom's. And, I got out. I get back in the streets with my peoples. They put me up. I'm laying in bed, bro. I'm like, finally, I hustle up enough bread to get the plane ticket, have a little nut to start with to get it, to try and make a go of it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna let any one of my kids grow up without a father, bro. I'm not. I refuse. You know what I mean? I'm not ever. I would never abandon my family.
Right.
That would be the last thing on earth I would do. So I go out there, right? Uh, I I I get out of jail. I grind. I get my bars up. I get ready. Everything's prepped, right? Um, and I'm staying at my people's place. They the shit goes down, bro. 9/11. They shake me out of bed like Vice. Look at this shit. I wake up and I see the fucking TV. They got it on in the room, and I'm looking at the shit come down. I'm like, oh fuck me. And so at that point in time, I grabbed my shit and I went to LAX, bro. And I just hauled ass there, bro. And I that whole time from 9/11 to like 9/15. No, yeah, 9/15. Um, those 4 days I spent at LAX, like with all my shit waiting to get on the first plane, smoking to fucking Hawaii. And I'm trying to tell her to just hold on. I'm on my fucking way. Do not have that baby without me because I refuse to let any of my children be born without me there to see them be born. I've seen every one of my kids born. Um, so I go to the I fighting with the airport people. I'm on the first thing smoking to Hawaii. Let's put it like that. And so she was born on the 17th that year, right? And then so fast forward that time, right? Like '05 hits, and I remember uh, because I ended up having a long story short, I lasted that long, probably 5 years on in Hawaii. And bad shit happened. I'm not going into uh, occupado. Please, thank you. So that's part of having a big family too. You get no privacy unless you have locks and a loud voice. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So
Or if you don't have a loud voice, here's a solution: record yourself and then get a speaker and play yourself.
no, they need me and I need them and I love them. So you know, but I have to be me too. There's a balance you got to strike with everybody. But so anyway, she was born in 17 and went through that period there, and there was a falling out situation there that ended badly, and I was kind of distraught on the island, just going crazy, absolutely bananas, for about 9 or 10 months there. And one of my friends evac'd me off of the island back to the mainland, right? And then I came back to the L block, and then I was out back in Hollywood and everything from my time in Hawaii. Uh, and that was right before Katrina came, and one of my people, his sister had just bought a house in Mid City. And so he was like, "Hey, do you know how to do drywall?" I said, "No, but we can learn on the way." And like I said, be the most valuable person. You gotta always keep your fucking hand raised and get it done. And